Today I'd like to share with you a technique, die cutting backgrounds. Now this was a challenge that Kayla McCready, now she pops on, I'll be able to thank her. It was Case the Designer or something which I saw. Hello Sharon, how are you? And I really loved the effect, so I thought I would share it with you today. So let's flip over one moment and I'll let you see outside. It's a bit of a hazy day today. So I will just get this out the way. Make sure that everything is in the middle of the screen. And there we go. Excellent. So as I say, welcome everybody. Now it was a design by Kayla McCready, and it was Emma Goddard who did something with it as well that I saw, and I really did like the effect. Now the one I have here, I have done with the sunflower. And all the technique is you cut out the die in the same colour as the cardstock that you're popping it on. I assume that's the technique. Now if Kayla pops on, I'll ask her what it's called. But I really love the effect of the same colour on the same colour and creating the card with just the texture in the background. So I thought I would use a different colour, a different die for the card we'll make today. But I did want to share this one with you. And I do want to show you also another embossing technique that I learnt from our Stampin' Global video hop, which I thought was a great alternative to colour text embossing. So I'll show you that as well. Okay, so let's get started. I have previously die cut some of these. We're going to do a leaf one today. Now, as I think I've probably said before, I was a latecomer to getting the Rooted in Nature suite. But I absolutely love it and have been using it quite a bit. And I just discovered these dies when I was looking for something to use for this card. It is super amazing the effect you can get. So all I've done is die cut the shape of the leaf out, and I'm going to be bringing on the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine because I absolutely love it, and show you. So this die doesn't actually cut. It's actually another way to do embossing. So I found this absolutely fabulous for creating some real good texture on this leaf. So let's see which way we're going to go. So that is that way, I think. Just make sure I get it right. And you can see my plates are truly well loved now. And I have been using this machine a lot. Okay. What I do find with it, which is amazing, when you place something down, with the Big Shot, it used to jump off all the time and I was forever having to actually tape everything. But I find that everything, when you pop it down before you run it through, it just stays exactly where you put it. And look at that. Isn't that super? So it's another way of actually being able to emboss. And wasn't that so quiet, that machine? So quiet. We will be using it again. So I'll just pop it over there. Okay, so I have previously stuck a few randomly on here, and I will just pop this one on. I probably didn't need to glue the whole thing, never mind. So you can use any die cuts that you like. I think on Kayla's card, she actually used from the World of Taste, I think it's called, with the globes, and she put the globes blue on blue. I think it was Balmy Blue on Balmy Blue. That looked really, really effective. Now, of course, I'm going to trim these off. So it is quite easy. Oops, bit of glue on there. once you have popped these on, just to run your scissors along the edge of your card stock to get a nice straight edge. So I do hope everyone is well. Here in New Zealand, we have had our 2.5 lockdown level extended to Monday the 14th. So just means only gatherings of 10, etc. My son was very excited to go back to school last week though, very excited. But yes, it just means that a little bit more of lockdown. Not quite down to level 1 yet, but reviewed on Monday the 14th. So hopefully that means we'll be able to come out again. I think we all did get a little bit complacent last time. Okay, so I'm just going to rub off a little bit. Now, when I did the sunflower, a little hint, I should have, and I forgot to use the adhesive paper, adhesive sheets. This would have been absolutely perfect for that. I sat and glued all the little bits and tried to minimize my use of glue, but if I'd stuck it on the adhesive sheet, it would have been absolutely as easy as anything. So really good hint for you if you are going to use the sunflower or anything that has got quite a lot of fine die cut. Use your adhesive sheet and it will save you a lot of time. Okay, so I have got some Cajun Craze here for this mat. Just thought it actually goes with leaves. Autumn, though it's not autumn here in New Zealand, we are in spring, so that is so exciting for us. Absolutely love spring, all the beautiful blossoms and flowers and everything. Okay, so we'll pop that on there. Actually, that's, yeah. Make sure I'd cut that straight. Now I just did a very small matte edge with this actually. I didn't want a very large one, I just wanted it fairly minimal. So, okay, now I am going to show you the alternative. So we have clear, white, silver and gold. Now if you're wanting to do a coloured emboss, this is one way that you can do it. Another way is actually using your Stamparatus or something similar, stamping in the ink colour of your choice, then going back over it with the stamp with Versamark and then clear embossing powder. So what I'm going to show you today is something, again, a little bit different. Actually, I did have a piece out there for that. I'll keep that. Still using our ink pad, so I'll get that out. And I will actually still cover this with my embossing buddy. Force of habit, but always good. And this is my Versamark, well-loved Versamark ink pad. And I'm going to be using the clear embossing. Okay. So, got that ready. Oops, I'll keep that over here because I need to tip it into that when I'm doing it. So I am going to dip it in, ink up in the Cajun Craze. And then I'm going to put a layer of Versamark on there. I know it's probably not very good for the ink pad, for the Versamark pad, but and then going to sprinkle some embossing powder on here, the clear embossing powder, good generous amount, and lid on there. Okay, now I've got my heat gun. Hopefully it won't be too noisy for you. Actually, I'll just cover these up first. Always like to cover these up. I am known to be a little bit dangerous with with these ink pads and things. Right. Has anyone tried this before? If anyone's out there that has done it this way, I'd love to hear from you. As I say, it is quite a new way for me. But I actually quite like it. I think it's a quick and easy way to colour emboss. So it's now shiny and gorgeous. Happy birthday. Now I am going to die cut that. Now I have used a die from these amazing dies. The, got it back to front. Lots of labels, I think it's called. And I'll pop that one back in and tell you what it's called. I've got it wrapped in the inside. It is called Tasteful Label Dies. Aren't these just amazing? Love them. Love all the different shapes. And I will put that back in. I need to get my magnetic sheet to pop in there. Okay, so let's cut that out. Actually, I don't know if I'm getting any comments here because since Sharon said hello, I have not seen any other comments. So if someone could just say something, and if I don't answer, I do apologise because some reason I am not getting comments. So do say hi if you are there, if someone is there. I know there's people watching, love to say something. So hi Cindy, yay, someone's there. I always worry because I have trouble with my Wi-Fi and I'm always worried that I've gone offline and I'm busy chatting away to myself, which, you know, isn't unheard of, but, you know, it's always just nice to know. Okay, now the other thing I want to show you. Hi Norma, how are you? Thank you everybody for saying hi, that's wonderful. I don't have any ribbon, Cajun Craze coloured. Hi Janet from Cambridge, lovely. Thank you everybody for saying hi, that's wonderful. Just love hearing from you. Okay, so that's that length and probably about that much more for a bow. Probably a bit too much, but always like to have extra just in case. Okay. Now, just using your markers, your dark Cajun Craze Stampin' Blend, you can make this beautiful white ribbon. This is the white, gosh, it is called Crinkled Seam Binding Ribbon. I have used this so much. It is fantastic. For this very reason, you can colour it to whatever you need, actually. So quick and easy. Because these pens are alcohol based, once you colour it, it really dries quite quickly. So just run it along. And give it a good covering. I've actually used the dark colour, but you can use the light. You can, as I say, use any colour of these these Stampin' Blends. Alcohol on the brain. Okay, there we go. Right, so as I say, it dries really quick, and I have got somewhere here my, wipe that down, hadn't I? Otherwise I will get Cajun Craze on my card. Really doesn't want to come off, actually. There we go. Might get a wet one. Or actually what I'll do, I'll pop this down. That'll save me getting anything on there. I love these chamois. I know they start to look a bit grotty, don't they? But they are so effective for cleaning your stamps, etc. And keeping the earth green. Now they do go a little bit stiff when you've coloured them. So I do like to just give them a little bit of a screw up in my hand just to soften it back up again. Okay. Just cut that to there. And I will run my... Perfect for doing these Stampin' Seals, I must admit. Okay. Now, I'm just going to make sure that I'm going to put this in the right place. I am going to use this. So I want the bow to be about there, so I probably need to run that up a bit higher. Good to always check these things before you put them on. There we go. So about there. That's nice and straight. Excellent. Now I'm going to pop those up on dimensionals and put this on. All that tag sets it off. Oh, thank you, Sharon. This is from the, oh, now I probably won't have the name here. It's a whole lot of floral sheets. It's from the Forever Greenery suite, I think, and it's beautiful. Papers, leaves, labels, all sorts of things. Absolutely love it. In fact, I sort of forgot about it and decided was looking for something else and thought, oh my gosh, I must bring that out again and use it. So absolutely gorgeous things in there. I've actually used it on this card as well for some of the leaves coming out here with the gold faceted gems on there. So really is great for adding on to things. Okay, just a couple of dimensionals. And I've got my thick white card base, and this is cut at 21 by 14.8. I do like the thick card base. I'm really enjoying white on white at the moment, I must admit, but I have added a pop of colour behind this mat today. There we go. Right, now this is going to go here, as I say. Now, I was thinking I might add, and I'll just see what it looks like. I haven't made this card up until now, so it is basically a little bit of a play to see. I thought I might add some extra bits up the top. See what you think. Just a bit more foliage. Maybe that one. No, that might be a bit much, I think. Maybe those two. Just to thicken it up a bit. Oh, excuse me. So, what do you think? Shall I add them in? I actually think that looks quite good. A little bit of extra there. Yeah, don't think the wooden one would look. I did get a wooden one out, but don't think that will be very good. No, that does not go. Cool. Okay, pop them aside. And I'll pop that up on dimensionals first, and then I can pop those underneath. Now, that does not look very straight. Oh, it should be all right. So I'll just pop these in the middle so that I've got room to add the leaves, etc. Okay. So I have got it just hanging over the edge a bit, which I quite like. Now I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on the bottom of this and tuck it under. Doesn't need much. I don't mind if the ends are, the top end is not glued down. I think it gives it more movement if you leave them loose. There we go. Fiddly, fiddly. It's all right. Spread that one over there a little bit. Yeah. Cool, I quite like that. Okay. Now this is going to go here. And I will use... Hopefully, I do find it hard to stick things onto the foil, so I haven't used this for this sort of thing. So hopefully, because this is the Stampin' Seal Plus, so I'm hoping that means that's going to be perfect for this sort of thing. Oops, better get it up the right way. Upside down, happy birthday. Get it on right from the beginning. Go. Okay, now let's do the bow. Just going to feed that under there. Way too much, of course. That's all right. Now, another thing I'm going to do, just to add a bit of this spotted tulle, polka dot tulle, I think it's called. Probably saying it completely wrong. Now, I just need a tiny bit of this. Pop that there. This is something I saw Jackie Williams, and I do like the look of this. So you just pop that down before you tie the bow. And just gives that extra little bit. And tie the bow, however you tie your bow, which I'm not the best at. But this ribbon actually is quite easy, very forgiving. Right, just make it smaller. Don't mind if it has a little bit of length. There we go. And just to finish off, polka dot. Thank you. Polka dot. It is gorgeous, isn't it? And you can actually colour those little dots too if you want to colour them. So very versatile. And here I do have my gold faceted gems. So I will just add a couple of these. Golden bling. What a perfect combination, don't you think? Okay. One there, and one there, I think. Oh, do one up there. Now I'm just going to stamp on the inside. I've used the Rooted in Nature again, and this gorgeous leaf stamp from here, Rooted in Nature. And I am going to use my Cajun Craze. Yes, perfect colours for a fall card, Norma. I know it's not fall in New Zealand, but I still love the colours. They are certainly my colours. Okay, and I would also use this stamp on the envelope as well. I just love that leaf stamp. So, done. So that is using, I'll get this out the way, that is using die cuts for a background. So as I say, with this one I've used Bumblebee on Bumblebee with the sunflower, and that was just ordinary white embossing, and for this one I have done the clear embossing powder ink technique to give you coloured embossing. So I really do hope you enjoyed. Love to see any of your creations. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Have a fantastic week. Take care.